Now this production chain has got a little trick up its sleeve. Cue the music. So first up is Farm Road. This is by Farmer Bob, 2.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under decorations. Now, it's only going to cost you 10 to put down, and it's gives it a little bit of a bumpiness to it. I mean, there is only one option, so I suppose you could, potentially not sell it. We're going to put another one down. You could potentially overlap them. So if we put the old toggle free mode on, you could ish get them to line up. Sort of, there we are. Then you got a little bit of a longer one, but all right. I mean, decorating your farmyard up. I mean, obviously, every track's got a little raised bit in the middle where it's been worn out over the years. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the One Production. This is by Biggins, 13.08 megabyte on the download. And this has definitely got a trick up sleeve, I must admit. Now, you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under production chain. It's going to cost you 35 grand. And if you can see the icons moving across there, you'll see what this is all about. Because, yeah, you're going to be able to do pretty much everything in this, which is all right indeed. So you've got your loading in point at the front just there. We'll come round here, you've got your production chain menu, and then behind this door is like the inside of it. Now, to be fair, once it gets going, it's kind of loud. But all right, fair enough. Now over here is basically your storage area. Yeah, we'll say that anyway. I mean, it's going to hold 2,000 pallets, which is all right. I mean, what, we've got 6 there, but okay, fair enough. And then we'll come out, and obviously this side is going to be your pallet spawn point. But this is where the magic comes in, because it's not going to spawn the pallets here just on its own. What you need to do is come up like a normal bale and pallet storage facility, click on that, then you can bring out however many you want. So it's saying that I've got 6 in there, but it's showing I've got 6. We'll go through the man door. So we've got 6 on there, but actually, in the old facility, I've got 59. Fair enough. And I've only got flour in at the minute, but obviously, you bring out as many as you want. So rather than having a ton of pallets out, there you are. You can just bring one out at a time. Oh, I like that. And if you got the liftable pallet mod on, you can still do it. That is ace. So if you wanted to go back over here and get a load more out, we'll get 25 out. Why not? Not enough space. No, we've filled the area with pallets. Oh dear. But if you didn't fancy actually, if you got too many pallets out, you think, do you know what? I don't want to have that many out. You can just put them back in the other side, because it's going to take pallets as well as loose stuff. So with this, I'll just put barley in. I put a trailer full of barley in, let it run, jobs are good. And because on the old production chain menu, you've got all of this. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in here. Basically, all your production chains, plus a couple of extras. So you got your corn flour, you got some dark brown wood mulch. You got a few different things in there. I mean, the standard stuff that you get in the game, plus a couple of extras that the modder has used on other facilities. So that is all right indeed. And then obviously, you just dump your stuff in. That's a bit interesting. That one, we can't use the smoker pellets. Oh, is this the same case as what we had before? There's too many different options in the game. You can only show a certain amount. I mean, bearing on what else I've got installed, that might be a bit of an issue. So we've run out. We've run up to the limit, and we can't do, smoker pellets. All right, maybe uninstall something else, but then jobs are good. I like that. I mean, just the fact that you can just, bring one pallet out, you 2, 3, or 25, whatever, or just leave the rest in the facility. That is awesome. And before we forget, you do actually have the option of putting solar panels on. When you get it out, you put solar panels on the roof. Jobs are good and gives you a little bit of extra income as well, which just makes it even better. Next up is Shedominium with Workshop. This is by Patty and Icas, 10.81 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, with the name like with Workshop. It's going to be found under Tools. That's going to cost you 80 grand to place down. You do have the option to change the colour of the walls if you fancy it. So that's the standard ones that come with the mod. So, all right, fair enough, no problem. Now, we come over here. We've got this big door that we can open up. There we are. We've got a little man door down the side. Then go through there like that, no problem. A little bit of a workshop over here. The workshop trigger, I mean, to be fair, they're out in the way, mind you. I'd push them against the wall, give you a little bit of extra space. But all right, fair enough. When you have got this door over here as well, you've got plenty of space to be getting in. And you're not going to be short on that, which is all right indeed. And we'll come over here, and we've got a wardrobe trigger by the lockers. And then we've got a sleep trigger by the settee, sofa, bed, whatever you want to call it. And that is definitely, if you were to come in here, right, we'll go through this little man door. Right, if you were to have this as your workshop facility, you know, you can have this as the entrance for the customers. You know, you come in, there's a little waiting area where you go fix their tractor up. Oh, fair enough indeed. Next up is Old Swedish Cow Barn. This is my Swifty, 32.64 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under cows. Now, we've got 60 grand a piece to buy these, and 22 cows. Obviously, we've got the cream version, and we've got a brick version. Now, both of these do have the option to customise with some solar panels on the roof. You are saying yes. It's not actually putting these solar panels on, which is a little bit random. So charging you 50 grand... but you can't actually see the solar panels. Right, okay, fair enough. Maybe don't go for them then, but alright. So in here, you're going to be opening that door, and you've got your straw and your feed goes into there. And we have got this little ladder as well. We can get up there, a little bit of a loft hatch on the go. Alright, fair enough. You've got this door that opens up as well. So obviously drive-through option, which is alright. Got this little door that you can go through. See little beef burgers? Alright? Alright, you're chilling. Alright, I'll leave you to your lunch. No, well, you carry on. Over here is going to be your animal dialogue box. I mean, you have got these doors that you can open as well, but they're busy having a bit of trough, a bit of scran, whatever you want to call it. So your milk taking out point is just there. And that being said, there's no taking out. Oh, there we are. There's no taking out point of your manure, but you have got a taking out point of slurry just there. Now, what I do find interesting is a collision right here. We'll move to the left a little bit, and it sort of goes away. Is it the same this end as well? Because does that mean you've got a collision that goes further down? No, not that side. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's the doors. We'll close the door. Is that going to be giving a collision? No. Alright, something strange going on with the second one, mind you, but basically the same as the first one, just a different style on the brickwork. Right, okay, fair enough. Well, if you go and open the door, which I have done, it actually gets rid of the collision. But not that side, so I haven't opened that door yet, so I've got a bit of a collision there. So come and open up this door, and then we'll close it again, and then it disappears. It's like as soon as you place it down, the collision's there. As soon as you open the door, it's done. I'm just wondering if that's going to need an update. But alright, fair enough. Well, next up is Old American Shed. This is by ICAT. 6.58 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. And it's going to cost you 8 grand to place down. And it's going to hold 200 pieces. So your pallets, your bales, drop them in there. Jobs are good in 200. No worries. Obviously, you take them out of that one. But also, you could potentially use this as a standard shed. So put your vehicles in, put your bales and pallets in. Alright, fair enough. There's no customization options. It comes as it is, but 8 grand? That's not bad at all. Next up is Old American Farmhouse. This is by ICAS, 2.03 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under farmhouses. Now, we do have a customization option. So you can change the colour of these walls. So we'll go for blue. Why not? Now, to be fair, I think we've seen just something like this, base game one, but alright, now you can change the colour of the walls. So you've got your sleep trigger just there, then you've got your wardrobe trigger just there. You can't go in the building, so it is just well, let's face it, it's a decorative building with a sleep trigger, but alright, it's looking alright. Now you can change the colour of the walls as well. And to be fair, the one I was thinking about, no, it's a little bit smaller. I mean, it's a similar sort of style. Got a little decking on the side, but obviously this one's bigger that we got from ICAS, so that's great. Next up is Eifel Farm. This is by FH16, 31.56 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. Now, it's going to cost you 50 grand to place down. And it's quite a little bale and pallet storage facility. Right, fair enough. Now, you come over here, you've got your loading in point just there. And then these doors. Yeah, You are going to get yourself locked in if you're not careful. I'm just saying that right now. So this door can be opened, but what you actually need to do is come to this corner. We'll open up that door like that. There we are. We then need to go all the way down here, and we still got no option, because what you actually need to do is close this door and then come in. Then wait for that to get out of the way. Then you'll get the option to open up this door. Once it's done, and now you can open the door up. But you can't open up that door from the inside either. I mean, you can open up this one, which is alright, by the middle one, and that one. So just be a little bit careful. Right, fair enough. Now, you've got your taking out point of your pallets just there. You've also got this. So if you don't fancy putting your pallets straight on the floor, well, come over here, press B if you're on Xbox like me. It's got yourself a little bit of a layerage on the go. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, obviously, this is not the only bit, so you could potentially store some vehicles in there as well, which is alright. Come over here, and we've got this little area as well. We've got light switches knocking along, which is alright indeed. Then we'll come to these doors. We'll open up that one, and then we'll open up that one. No, we do want to open up that one. Can you only open up one at a time? Oh, it's because it folds out. Right, fair enough. Similar sort of thing again. You've got some storage areas, and if you want to lay some pallets down rather than leaving your vehicle or stuff straight on the ground, you can. Alright, fair enough. I mean, that's alright. Get yourself going, sort of older style. Very nice. Well, next up is the Quicke Q3M Q5M by Hispano. 5.62 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under front loaders. So obviously, these are going to be for lifting stuff up with your tractor. Not a problem. 60 horsepower requirement is required for the Q3M. It's going to cost you $7,000, and you have the option of main colour, which is going to be the main colour. You then got your design colour. We'll go over blue so it stands out. It's going to do those bits. And then your design colour again. We'll go over green actually. It's going to do those bits. Right, fair enough. So if the Q3 is a little bit small, well, the Q5 might do you nicely. Now, 100 horsepower requirement from said tractor, $8,000 is what it's going to cost you. And again, you've got the same colour options. All right, fair enough. Next up is the Bednar Terraland. This is by Hispano, 22.66 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under subsoilers. Now, this has got a 3,000 litre capacity. It's going to be doing your solid fertiliser. So like ones we've seen before, pretty sure it's by Hispano as well. You can do a bit of subsoiling, stroke cultivation, whatever you want to call it, and solid fertiliser spread at the same time, which is all right indeed. Now, this is going to require 500 horsepower, which is a tasty tractor, but it's only 6 metre working with. So, yeah, this is one for the aficionados. We'll say that anyway. 9 mile an hour working speed and a 79 gram price tag. You can change the capacity of the solid fertiliser tank to 30,000 litres, which is all right indeed. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. Your design colour is going to be those bits, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. I mean, 500 horsepower for a 6 metre. That's a bit of a stretch, I must admit. The next up is Motorcycle Trailer. This is by Carl TG, 2.21 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under flatbed trailers. Now, this is not just a motorcycle trailer, it's got a diesel tank on it as well, so 1,250 litre capacity, and it's only going to cost you $10,000. You do have the option of BKT, Nokian, and then BKT on the tyres. Then the only other option is going to be to colour your rims. Now, this is interesting, because obviously it's going to hook up to your car, no problem. Unfold the ramp, that's great. Then you go and get your motorbike, and I must admit, it's interesting getting this bike up here. So we get up to the top. Stay still. There we are. So then you get off your bike, you leave it there, get back in your car, strap it down, and away you go. I mean, you could get easily 2, maybe even 4 if you spaced them right. I mean, not sure who's got 4 motorbikes, mind you, but you can. Oh, fair enough. Well, next up is the Boeckmann AT 401927. This is by Castan 18, 7.74 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's going to cost you £4.5 to buy. You have the option of floor, yes or no. It's going to be put that covering in the middle. You can then have the tension belts. You can have the automatic, so it just sort of holds it while it's there, a bit like magic. Or you can have the actual tension belts, which, to be fair, I prefer, because it gives it a bit more of a visual thing. You then got your option to change your rim colour to any one of those three. Now, I'm thinking, if you've got the bike on the back of the trailer we've just seen, and then your car breaks down, well, we do this. I'll be an A, we'll unfold it, so that's going to tilt it up like that. We'll then pull our car on. I'm not sure if this is going to work. We're going to give it a go anyway. Pull the car on like that. There we are. We'll then strap it down. We'll turn this vehicle off. That's better. And then hold it up. Is it going to work? I mean, oh, no, I'm still in that vehicle. That's right. Well, I'm going to get my tractor. That's better. So fold the vehicle up. We've now got the car on one. And we've got the motorbike on the other. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the vehicle, because it's poking its nose in the air, but got a bit of a train on the go. Oh, fair enough. And next up is the Bergmann GTW 430 Model Year 21. This is by Patrick, 18.26 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Auger Wagons. Now, it's got a 43,000 litre capacity, 300 horsepower requirement for your tractor, and an 87 gram price tag. You can then change your wheel brands. You've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, then back to Trelleborg again. I mean, you have got some standard 2s. They're looking all right in there. You got your main colour, which I can imagine is going to be that stripe down the middle. Yeah. And then got your chassis colour, which I'd imagine is going to be everything else. Fair enough. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. I mean, 43,000 litre capacity on an Auger wagon. That's not bad at all. Well, next up is the JM Extended Reach Plus GPS. This is by AT Farms, 11.14 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Auger Wagons. Now, it's got a 40,500 litre capacity, requires 300 horsepower from your tractor, and it's got a 95 gram price tag. You can then change the configurations. You've got your standard, you've got your twin wheels, you've got your crawler tracks, and then you've got your standard again. Now, if you do have your crawler tracks on, you then can't change the colour of the rims, so fair enough. Design is going to be EU or US. Just changing the attachers, to be fair, but all right, fair enough. Scale, yes or no. You can have a scale on there if you wanted to. You then got your main colour, which is going to be any one of those. And then you've got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be the rim. Now, the name of the mod itself is Plus GPS, which is this. The old GPS antenna, 2,800 to buy, and according to the website blog, it's saying you should be able to match up with the width of your harvester. Right, okay, so we've got a little setup on the go here. Now, the actual GPS antenna itself will detach there like that, and then it's sort of, when it comes out of the shop, obviously, it's just a little GPS antenna. Well, come on, pick it up. Where are you? I had you a minute ago. Can we get you? And no, we're in it. There we are. Have we got it? Ah, there we got it. Right. Now, it needs to go about here with the bracket sort of facing it. Now, I was saying the best way to do this is to just jump in the vehicle and then press attach straight away. No, we want to sort of get into the position where you get the option to jump into your vehicle. I mean, we might have to tab into it actually. There we are. So we tabbed into the tractor, and then we can attach it straight away. If you leave it too long, you're gonna you're gonna miss out on the option. So what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna see if it actually works. We're gonna set off a worker in the old sports harvester, and then we're gonna see if we can match it up with the working width for the header. So that's 15 point something meters. So we'll let them get going. We'll put the pipe out. There we are. So L being A. There we are. It's a bit better. Went the other way. Alright, it's got to... No, I want it to go up. Why is it not open cover? Oh, pipe out. There we are. So unfold it allows you to put it into the opening position. Right, so fair enough. Let's get to the edge of the vehicle. So it says you can use the standard base game GPS. So do that. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, it's 15. Okay, so we're gonna go. I know you can set this yourself. I'm just wondering what's going on with this. You could potentially just. What was it? 15. We'll go 15 and a half. There we are. So okay, we'll accept that. And then we'll get going. That's no, that's not offset at all. That is not gonna work. I mean, it says there, right, according to the website, you purchase a GPS antenna. You can attach it as you would do normally, and then match the width and direction settings of your combine. You can then adjust the offset so that your cart lines up below the combine offload. Right, so I need to adjust the old setup. So side offset, 1 meter. So we'll go, I don't know, 5. Man, this is this is just standard base game stuff. I'm not sure the GPS actually does it any justice, because you can just do this in the standard version. All right, we'll go with that. Let's is that gonna work? Oh, we've got it a lot closer, I must admit. No, that's too far in, isn't it? No, we need to. Ooh, we need to go out, sort of like. We need to go out again. Man, this is not good at all. All right, let's go 2 meters. Offset 2 meter. Yes. Right, is that going to do it? Come on, give me the lines. No, that's even worse. God dear, oh dear. So we need to really offset. I mean, to be fair, this is base game stuff. I'm not sure the old GPS thing is working with this antenna, but alright, I mean, for an auger wagon, it's not that bad. And next up is the Brandt 1116 dump trailer. This is by RMC, 12.47 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got an 8,000 litre capacity, 12.5 grand to buy, and you have the option of pintle hitch or gooseneck. All right, fair enough. I mean, obviously a more shallower trailer, so sort of like what I'm going to say a normal person, a non-farming person, you know, anybody would have one of these sort of trailers, that sort of thing, no problem. Then got cover, yes or no. Just going to be putting that on, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. So if you're not looking to do massive loads of carting around, this should fit in nicely. And next up is the Capello Helianthus pack. This is by Hispano, 16.45 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him under harvester headers. Now, a word of warning with this, it's only going to do your sunflowers. So if you think it's going to do corn as well, you're going to be disappointed. So I'm just going to say that right now. So first up is the 5700, as the name would suggest, 5.7 meter working width, 32 grand to buy, and a 9 mile an hour working speed. You've got the option to change the main colour. It's going to be that one, and then the design colour is going to be those bits. Now, if you're thinking 5.7 meters is a bit small, well, they got it covered, because they've got a bigger one, a 12 meter, the Helianthus 12,000, 9 mile an hour working speed, and a 92 grand price tag. Same colour options as previous, and you also get the option to have a header trailer. So you've got one for the 5700, well, 5700, 5700, that's a better way of saying it. You can have a spare wheel, yes or no. Then you've got your main colour, which is going to be the main frame, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. So you got one for the 5700 and then one for the 12,000. So obviously you match it up with whatever one you go for. So if you're doing sunflowers, take a look at this one. Should be all right for you. And next up is the Case IH 2412 3412 corn headers. This is by Jolly Farms Modding, 4.67 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under corn headers, as the name would suggest. Now, we've got 2 different versions here. So the first one is the 9 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 34,300 to buy. That's got the 2412 2003 2006. You then go for the 2007 2008 version, 2008 to 2013. And then back to the, well, I say back, I mean, they're just different versions. They're both 9 meters. So the 2412 and the 3412 are the same thing. It's just a different label. Right, okay. I mean, there's no fold in the harvester, so you will need in the harvester header, so you will need some sort of trailerage to get it around the map. But all right, fair enough. Right, next up is the GeringHoff NorthStar Pack. This is by Alfie, 42.84 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him under corn headers. Now, we've got the NorthStar 1230 FB, 9-meter working whip, 6-mile-an-hour working speed, and 108 grand to buy. You do have the option of a double PTO as standard round the back, or you can have a single one, which turns it into an electrical version on the one side. All right, fair enough. Then you've got your colour option, so your design colour can be any one of those. Now, if you're thinking 9-meter, not really big enough for me, well, they've got you covered, because they've also got the 12-meter, fair enough, same options as before, a 15-meter, now we're talking, are you going to get some big fields done with this? No problem. Or 18 meter. 18-meter doing corn or sunflowers, that is awesome. Oh, I do like that. I mean, you've got the same options on all of them. Single PTO, double PTO, but 18-meter. I mean, even though it's got the old split fold in the middle, you're probably still going to need to put this on a harvester trailer. A header trailer anyway. But 18-meter doing sunflowers or corn. That is brilliant. And next up is the CLAAS TRION 660-530 pack. This is by Rival, 53.8 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under harvesters. Now, there is one thing with this. When I went to download it, it said it's got a required mod, which it doesn't mention on the website. Now, the required mod is the CLAAS Vario 680-930 pack, which is going to be your harvester headers. Right, okay, so alright, it is what it is, fair enough. I mean, it's by the same modder, Rival, right, great, okay, fair enough, no problem. 306 horsepower engine, 18-mile-an-hour top speed, 9,000 litres on the old grainage tank, and 286 grand to buy. You can then change that and go for the bigger version, so 10,500 on the capacity. You then got the 540, which is 354 horsepower, and back to 9,000 litres on the capacity. And the 540 is back up to 10,500 litre capacity. And then we're back to a 640, which is 306 and 9,000. 306 and 10,500. 354 and 10,500. And then 408, 12,000. There we are. So that's your biggest version. The old 660. So a 408 horsepower engine and 12,000 litre capacity. You then got your wheel bands. You got your Continental, Raderstein, and then Continental again. You got your wides in there. Got wide number 2. Got crawler tracks, obviously, for the win. Crawler tracks, definitely. Straw distribution whip. So you got your 6 meter, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then back to 6 meter on the old spreadage of your straw swath. Well, I see, not straw swath. And, as it spreads it out the back, if you haven't got straw swath enabled. Right, fair enough. Then got pipe. You got your L, XL, XXL, 3XL. And then back to the original ones. Obviously, that's the length for your pipe. I'm just not... I mean, the mod itself is looking all right. Just a little bit of a strange one while you're forcing people to download another mod from the same modder. Seems a little shady, but all right, we'll carry on. But next up is the Volvo FH16 South America. This is by Farm Central Soul and Louis 73 Sound. 53.48 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under trucks. Now, it starts off with a 420 horsepower engine, 55-mile-an-hour top speed, and 137 grand price tag. Then you can change a ton of stuff. Right, so you've got your configuration. So you've got your 4x2, your 6x2. You then got 6x4. You then got 8x2 tandem long. You got 8x2 tandem short. You then got 8x4 tandem long. And then the tandem short. And then back to your original 4x2. That's just one section. We'll carry on. So engine horsepower. So you got your 420, 460, 500, 540, and then back to your 420. So 540 is your biggest engine version. You got your different treads on your tyres on the front. You then got your different treads on the tyres on the back. And then if you've gone for one that's actually got a third set of wheels on the back, you've actually got your auxiliary tyre different treads. Right, fair enough. Roof setup. So you've got your Globetrotter, you got your Globetrotter XL, and then you've got your sleeper version, and then back to the original. Then you've got aero parts. So we've got We've got your design 1, which is the wings. Design 2, which is the spoiler on the top. And then back to nothing. Then you've got your rim design. So different styles on the wheels, which is fair enough. We've got 3 different designs in there. Hub design. Now, if we go to the back ones for this, we'll get a little bit of a better look. So you got your number 2, and then number 3, and then back to number 1. Right, fair enough. Wheel bolts. Design number 1, number 2, number 3. I don't understand why we need wheel bolts, but all right, fair enough. Mud flaps. So we got design 1, which is basically the back ones. Design 2 is the ones in between the tyres. You got 3, which is the over fenders. Then number 4, which is full over fenders, and then back to the original ones. Then you got antenna on the front. So if you want to go fishing with your lorry, so you can have design 1, design 2, design 3, and then back to nothing. Then you've got your horns on the roof. So you've got your standard, design 1 and 2 and 3, and then back to nothing. You then got your chrome appliques. And this is going to be lots of different things. So sort of like the side grey bit by the windows as well. And it's going to be a little bit down the side here as well. We'll flick through them. Because you've got a few different ones. It's going to chrome it all up. You see the Volvo sign there. You might get a little bit of a different swoosh here and there. But then you go for number 5, which is everything. Number 6, well, to be fair, going up to number 7. Number 7 is going to be everything in chrome. Right, fair enough, no problem. Then you got mirrors. So you got well, actually it has got mirrors. But you can have number 1, which is the one on the front. Number 2, which is one on the side. Number 3, which is front and side. And then back to nothing. Then you got your standard right exhaust. There we are. Then you got design 1, design 2, design 1 again on the left hand side, and then design 2 on the left hand side, then design 3, and then 4, and then back to, well, no, number 5 as well, and then back to the original on the right hand side. Mud flaps round the back. So you got number 1 or number 2. Well, so you got standard and design 1. Then you got front mounting, yes or no. Can we put in a little grill over the headlights? Side skirts, yes or no. So it puts those covers on over the fuel tank. Then front bumper, you got a little bit of a splitter on the bottom if you wanted to. Then internal accessories. So we've got a light by the steering wheel. Then got another light by that steering wheel. And then you got your both of them or nothing. Sun shield. So we've got number 1, number 2, number nothing. So back to nothing. It's a better way of putting it anyway. Adjustable front suspension, yes or no. Fuel tank configuration. So you have your standard, which is 755 litres, and you can put another 500 in, which is all right. Puts that giant fuel tank on the back there. Okay, fair enough. Stickers. So you got your Ocean Race Edition, Performance Edition, 25-year edition, 30-year, 40-year, Brazil. Then you got your design is color selectable, and then nothing. So we're going to leave that one on. The design is color selectable because it obviously, as the name suggests, going to select it in a minute. Then you got additional lights. So you got your design or nothing. Now I couldn't really see where these lights were. I mean, it's sort of flickering. Maybe they're changing the design. I can't really tell the difference, to be fair. Tire pressure gauges, yes or no. It's going to be putting those on the hubs. Wheel accessories. So you got design 1. It's going to be putting like a protective plate over the wheel bolts. All right, fair enough. Number 2, number 3, and then back to nothing. Indoor LED signs. We've got your grain gang. We then got agro gang, got corn gang, soybean gang, rice gang, gratitude, and then nothing. Then got light configuration. So your headlights have them as halogen, LED, or xenon. You then got your main colour. Here we go. Right, so main colour. We're going to go with that. It's going to be your main colour, as you well suggest. Secondary colour. We're going to go with red so it stands out. We're going to do those bits. Your grille colour. We're going to go with an orange. It's going to do those bits. Your grille colour again. We're going to go with a blue. A light blue. It's going to do the actual grille itself. Windows. This is a shade of tint rather than an actual paint job. But okay, fair enough. Got that one just there. Then you got your mud flap colour. We're going to go over red. So they stand out. It's going to be doing those bits. You then got your sticker colour. If you've gone for the is selectable one, it's going to do that colour there. Then got your ceiling sign only Globetrotter cabin. So you've got the Globetrotter cabin on. This is where it's going to change. So you can have, it's not white. I mean, even though it looks white there, it's not. You read the bit at the bottom, colour name. So you've got Globetrotter, Globetrotter 2, FH16 XL, Performance Edition, 30-year, 40-year, and then that's your last one. You go for that, it's obviously going to change it to whatever it said there. Right, fair enough. You then got your wheel bolt colour, which is interesting. We'll go for red one, actually, so they stand out. Red wheel bolts. I mean, they're going to get stolen by your mechanic, mind you, but all right, fair enough. Then you got your hub caps. We'll go with that one. Oh, no, we've gone too far down. Hub. That was the hub colour anyway. Then you got your hub caps. We'll go for green, so they stand out. He's going to do those bits. And then you've got your wheel accessory colour. Right, we'll go with blue. Didn't really do much. It says wheel accessory colour when to, and then it cuts off from the writing. All right, fair enough. We'll roll with that. And then you got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, this is the version I've gone for, which I think looks pretty smart. The old 30-year edition, and I must admit, it's kind of loud. I'm not going to deny that. It really is. Once you get going as well. I mean, it does kick out a bit of a tune from that engine. Oh dear. I mean, it's looking good though. I mean, you're going to be able to pull whatever you want with the triple exhaust down the side as well. That is awesome. And next up is the Case IH Farmall C-Series US EU. This is by Jolly Farms Modding. 12.13 megabyte in the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, it's got a 90 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, and an 82 grand price tag, even though we've got £100 optional extra, which is the cheapest version. Why would you add £100 extra if that's the only version you can get at the very least? All right, carry on, rant over. You can then change the engine output to 100 horsepower, then go 110, 117, 157, and then back to your 90 version. Then you got your Continental, Trelleborg, Michelin, and then Continental tyres again. You got the usual shenanigans on the go. I got twins all round, that's all right. Front fenders. So we've got yes or no, puts those on. Back fenders. But what? I say it's a back fender. It's more of like a little lip, but all right, we'll carry on. SMV emblem. It's got yes or no. All right, so it's the warning triangle, but okay, fair enough. Window tints, so we've got standard, light glass, dark glass, and then back to the original. Headlight housing colour. It's got new clear, old stained, or new clear. All right, fair enough. So front mountings, you've got 60 kilo front weight, 220 kilo, 300, 380, your 3-point, which obviously you should go for, and then back to your original. You then got your front loader attachers, so you've got your Case IH, we've got nothing. All right, fair enough. Then you got your rim colour, which is going to be your rims. That's interesting, because the Case IH one is there. It's not part of this pack, but you're going to be using that one, so you will need that. All right, fair enough. I mean, that's an all right little tractor, I must admit. But next up is the map Sharon Center, Ohio. This is by Tony Myth and Schultz Modding. 293.52 megabyte on the download, and there is no required mods, which is all right indeed. Now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,022 slots. And also, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a little bit of land, and that is going to be area 20, was it 21? Looks like 21 anyway, and then field number 12. Now, on the field front, there's only a few, but they're going to be really big. So that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all to start with. Now, we have got a couple of new things as well. So we can also do silage maize and then vetch rights. That's new crops for you to this map, which is all right indeed. Now, your start farm, which is right down by field 12, which is rather big, I must admit, to start with, is going to be having your house. You've got your sleep trigger just by there. Then come around here and you got your wardrobe trigger. And over here, it's big. It's big and empty. Well, I say empty. It's big and open. We'll call it that anyway. We've got a couple of bi-inable silos over here. So you're taking out points at the front. So this one is going to be for your lime. And then you've got this one, which is going to be for your solid fertilizer. Then come over to this one, and that's going to be for the first one. Anyway, it's going to be for your seeds. And then the last one is going to be, I'd imagine, for your seeds again. And mineral feed. Well, to be fair, both of these are going to do mineral feed then, aren't they? Yeah, no problem. Right, so bi-inable silos. Then come around here, you've got a little bit of a shed, open area, storing your vehicles, which is all right indeed. We then got a huge silo. I mean, what's that? 8 bins on there? Loading the load out at the front here, you are not going to struggle for capacity. Or to be fair, size of the fields on these maps, you're going to need that capacity. We're just going to say that anyway. So we're going to come round here, and we've got this building by this door like that. We'll open up there. No, we're on. That's it. Open up that door. A little bit of a garage, a little bit of a shed, whatever you want to call it. Store your stuff in there. That's all right. We're going to come over here, and we've got this little building. We'll open up this door. There we are. Another storage area. Jobs are good. Now, obviously we've seen a bit of equipment as we've been walking around the farmyard. So what do we actually start? Oh, saying that, there's before we carry on looking at the field, looking at the equipment, we've got this little building over here. Oh, it's a little garage. Yes, we do want to open that door. No, oh, we can't. Why can't we open that door? We've got to open it from the inside. We'll open up that door. All right. Round here. Can we open up the door now? Yes, we can. Got to do it from the inside on the button. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Right, now we've got our garage sorted. Right, what do we start with on the equipment front? Well, we've got the AGCO 8810, the Breedel K105, the Capello Diamant 8, the International Series 200, the J&M Extended Reach 1112, the Kinsey 4905 Blue Drive, the Crampy Ram Body AS750 Plus, the Lemkin Solitaire 12, the Massey Ferguson MF9S 425, the Massey Ferguson MF Beta 7360 AL4, the Massey Ferguson MF Free Flow 25 foot, and the Vader Stat NZ Extreme 1425. Now, as I said when we first took a look at the old PTA, the fields are rather large. Yeah, this is the one that you own to start with on New Farmer. That is massive, and the rest of the map is it's basically the same. Huge, big, open fields. Definitely one for getting your big equipment out. I mean, you're not going to be struggling for space on this one. I mean, this field, look at the state of it. That is huge. Oh, that's awesome. If you like your big equipment, this could be a map for you. And the last mod for the day is the map Daheim. This is by Kazi, 317.68 megabyte on the download. And this does have some required mods, 7 in particular. So pop them up on the screen now. Should automatically download for you when you download the map. Now, I will say this. This is very familiar. It definitely feels like Fruling from 22. And obviously that was by the same mod maker as well. So, because you well imagine, that's what they like doing. Sort of German maps. Right, fair enough. Now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,298 slots. And also, if you come on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a bit of land. And in particular, you're going to be having your start farm here, area 43. It's going to be your main farmland area. You then got number 44. You then also got, get that out of the way, that's better, number 6. Number 32 over there. Is it any more? No. But we do zoom out quite far. So it's a small map. We'll just say that. But, you know, sometimes small is all right indeed. So your start farm itself. Wow, behind us, we've got our sleep trigger and our wardrobe trigger by the farmhouse. Got a little bit of equipment around there. We're going to come out and we're going to go up here. Because first off, we've got a cow barn. So you've got your animal dialogue box, which is just there. So it's got 5 cows already in, which is all right. It's going to hold 134. Come around here and you've got your loading in point for your feed and your straw. Round the back here is going to be your taking out point for your slurry, which is going to be covered by the manure spreader. All right. Always good placement, that is. Thank you very much. Although, that being said, are they real bales? Can we go up and have a look? Are they just for deck? Oh, what's going on in here? Somebody's having a roll in the hay. They've blocked it off. So you crouch down like that. Nobody can see you coming. Something a bit naughty has been going on there. It's like a Coldplay concert. Dear, oh dear. You got a loading in point for bales there as well. I need to get out of here quick. Right, let's carry on. We then come round here like that. We got a milk taking out point just there. We got another little animal pen here. This is going to be for your calves. He looks like he's struggling to walk. Could be a newborn. All right, fair enough. So this is going to hold, well, it's going to hold 20. It's got 3 in at the minute, which I never put in, which is all right. So your feed goes into there, and you've got a manure taking out point there. I'd imagine that's going to be for the both of them, which is all right indeed. We're going to carry on around here. There we are. We got this little facility. This is going to be your bale storage, which is all right indeed. We got some stuff in there. No, I didn't want to change camera position. That's better. So we've got round bale. We've got silage round bales there. 5 of them. That's all right. So you chuck them in that end. Obviously, they get stored up there. And they come out here. That's ace. Oh, I do like that. I do like that indeed. We're going to come around here as well. Up this little path. We're going to turn left into here. Bit of storage area. So some of your equipment stored under there, which is all right. Nice little lean-to in the outside area. Come around here. Got a bit more storage as well. We've got another animal dialogue box just here. It's going to be for your chickens. So 6 chickens in there. Again, I haven't put those in, so that's all right. Got your egg pallet spawn point just there. And you've got your loading in point for your food just there. And then we've got this. This is interesting. We've got this door that opens here. Interesting. We come into here like that, right? And we're going to open up this. And you got our facility. There we are. We've got our own little dairy farm. Our farm dairy, whatever you want to call it. So, alright, so we'll open up that door. So, in here somewhere. That being said, where'd you put the stuff in? That's going to be your stuff going in. For your farm dairy. Where's your pallet spawn point for it then? I'd imagine it's around here somewhere. Probably like going to be here. They haven't put the hatch marking areas down, but alright, fair enough. That being said, where's the input for your food? For your chickens. Oh, it's all interesting. Alright, fair enough. We'll carry on. I mean, you've got a silo here, load in and load out. That's alright. Then come around here, you've got a bit more storage for your stuff. Around here is going to be another bale and pallet storage. You chuck it in there, take it out there. So we've got a straw bale and we've got hay and straw. And that is alright. And then the last little bit on our start farm, we'll come around here like that, carry on down, take a little walk in the morning sunshine. Why not? In here, we'll open up this door. Maybe not, we'll open up the little man door. There we are, that's better. It's got another little storage facility. We've got stuff in here as well. So we've got bags of wheat, solid fertilizer, lime, seeds, and then back to wheat. We've got everything. Everything that you need to get started with on your start farm, which is all right indeed. I mean, I'm still a little perplexed on where your pallets are going to be for that one, unless this tractor's in the way of it behind you, but I like it. I mean, nice and compact and neat, and you got everything you need to be getting going with. All right, fair enough. Now, obviously, we've seen a bit of equipment as we've been going around, so what do we start with? Oh, for such a compact farmyard, we've actually got quite a lot, to be fair. We've got the Agco 650, the Amazon ZATS 3200, the Albert Manure Fork, the Aprilia RX125, the Brantner TA12050 Power Spread Plus, the Brantner Z18051 XXL Power Flex, the Farmtech EDK 650, the Farmtech Super Sys 800, the Fiat 18090 DT, the Gerenk Puller 600, the Goval G1 F125, the Goval G1015, the Horsch Credo 3, the Horsch Versa, the John Deere 3650, the Young Heinrich EFG S50, the Kuhn RA142, the Noche Eco Cultivator 300, the Lizard MKS 8, the Massey Ferguson MF8570, the Massey Ferguson MF8570 header, the Massey Ferguson MF8570 header trailer, the Pottinger Servo 25, the Quicke Big Bag Lifter single, the Quicke Q3M, the CLAAS P8890, the CLAAS XT390, the CLAAS Z2840H, and the 10-winkle FGB 600. Now, to be fair, that's a lot of equipment for such a small farm. But obviously, there's plenty for you to be getting on with around the map. So you're going to buy some fields, have a bit of expansion, a few production chains knocking around. Obviously, you do what you feel that you want to do. But that being said, I like that start farm. Nice and compact. You've got everything you need to be getting on with. That's all right indeed. I got one update as well for the day. We've got the Pavelli Wrap Pack. This is by DD Mod Passion.